Hello, gorgeous, selfish leaders, transformational leaders. It's Marielle. Welcome to Wednesday Wisdom or Wisdom Wednesday. I hope you're having an awesome day. Today I'm talking about an amazing topic, which is time. Time is the only thing we can never get back. It's the only thing we can't really buy more of. So I'm super, super excited for anyone that's going to join me live. Hi, Angelina. How are you? So what I would love to do is I would love to actually make this super interactive here in the Selfish Society. And hi, Christine. Hi, Natasha, Natalia, Cindy. Super excited. Yay, we have a lot of people joining us. Today I'm talking about how to buy your time back, even though we can't actually, transfer money into a bank account to get more time. Because time, we can't ever get it back. It's that one non-renewable resource, right? So, when I learned how to organize my time, and became really, really conscious of what I was doing and what I wasn't doing, I really, my whole business transformed. And let me know if you relate with any of this, but I remember a time in my business when I was super, super busy. I was ignoring my kids. I wasn't doing any marketing. I was rushing through the grocery store. I basically felt like a chicken with my head cut off, okay? And I remember feeling like there's just gotta be a better way. There's gotta be a better way. I just felt so out of control. And I'll be really frank with you. I feel like I actually did that for a good 3 or 4 years. Hate to say that. What a waste of time, literally. A good 3 to 4 years. And honestly, I just felt like a hamster in a hamster wheel until I discovered this formula, okay, that I want to share with you today. If you implement this correctly, especially as a transformational leader, you're going to make more money. You're going to be able to do whatever you want to do. You want to go get your hair done. You want to go get your nails done. You want to go do whatever. It's going to be 100% your choice, and you're going to actually feel empowered to be able to do it. Okay? So that's what we're going to do today. So where do I want to start? The first place I want to actually start, I promised you I would give you five secrets. And the first one of those is you have to understand what the value of your hour is. I know so many of you, especially because a lot of you are in my training programs. I know a lot of you get your hourly rate from other people and what other people are charging in your industry. And so while this isn't the wrong way to do it, hi Tracy, while this isn't the wrong way to do it, it is the wrong way for you because you're not really energetically connected to. So I'm going to give you this simple formula to come up with your true hourly rate, okay? So what you're going to do is you're actually going to ask yourself, where do I want to be 5 years from today? Where do I want to be financially? How much money do I want to be making? Now, you have to find a number that pulls you forward and at the same time a number that is somewhat realistic, okay? So I'm not saying that if you want to make $1 million in 5 years, it's totally possible. And you know in your heart if it's possible. And I'm the first one to say that if you dream it, it's probably because somebody, God put it there, the universe, whatever. So what is your hourly rate? So let's just say, and I'll do this with you. So let's just say that in 5 years from now, you want to bring home $600,000. Okay, so you're going to write down $600,000. And then I'm going to ask you the next question. How many hours in your week do you want to work? This throws people off, believe it or not. I just did a workshop. I just did a one-on-one with one of my clients, and she was like, well, I don't know, because sometimes we get so used to what's possible. Like if you are in corporate America, you're used to working 40 hours is normal. So to you, possibly working 20 hours is not normal. It's like, I don't even think that's possible if I want to make $600,000. So I'm not asking you if it's possible. I'm asking you, how many hours do you realistically want to be working? For example, for me, I'm somewhere between 20 and 30 hours a week. I really enjoy what I do. I love what I do. If I didn't work, it's fun for me. So I really enjoy doing that. However, the kids, I drop them off, I pick them up. So I only have so many hours in the week between drop off and pick up to do the things that I want to do as well, like work out, or I need to go get my nails done, or whatever. Okay, so 20 to 30 hours a week is somewhat of the sweet spot for me. So let's just say $600,000. I want to work 25 hours a week. So you're going to write down 25 hours a week. And then I want to ask you this other question that you're going to love. How many vacations do you want to take in a year? Like, ideally, what is your goal? So all of these questions are really getting really super geeky about your goals and putting numbers, writing numbers down and getting specific, right? So how many weeks do you want to work? So for example, for me, I know that summers, I usually take off a big chunk of the summer. So that could possibly be 6 to 8 weeks, okay, where I'm not going to be in full force. So there's 52. So let's just say I took off 6 weeks. So there's 52 minus 6. My math sucks. So that means there's 46 weeks in a year that I want to work. So at 25 hours times 46, I'm going to be working about 1,150 hours in a year. So what you're going to do is you're going to divide your money goal by the number of hours that you're going to be working in a year, okay? So 600,000 divided by 1,150. And you're going to come up with a number that's possibly going to scare you a little bit, but it shouldn't. It should make you feel really, really excited. So that means that your hourly rate is $521. So hold your horses. I'm not telling you to go and change your hourly rate to $521 unless you see that number and you're like, hell yeah, that's definitely what I'm worth. And if you feel totally aligned and confident with it, it is just a number. And believe it or not, I do a whole section on this and with my clients. Pricing, and that's a topic for another day. Pricing is it's just a number. It's a number pulled out of thin air that people pull it out of thin air because they totally align with it. You know, sometimes with my courses, I come up with a course, I outline it, I do everything, and then I just pick a number that I love just because I love energetically what that number is. So it's as simple as that. So if energetically you are vibrating at the frequency of $521, go for it, girlfriend. I love it. Now, if you're not, if you're like, oh my God, that totally scares me, I'm glad that it scares you, because I want you to use this hourly rate as a filter to what you actually spend your time doing on a daily basis, okay? So when I first did this exercise and I realized how much I was actually spending in my day or going to lunch or doing something, I was like, whoa, that doesn't make any sense, okay? So the key and the trick here is, I guess I'm going to say the key to reaching your goals, and I can't repeat this enough. The key to reaching any goal is that you have to start living now as if that were already a reality. Let me repeat that. The key to reaching your goals is living in the energy of those $600,000 now. So you are always in the process of becoming instead of wanting, okay? Because wanting is a lack. It's a lack word. It's not an abundant word, okay? So you have to adopt the mentality, the mindset, the identity of someone who is making $600,000 right now. And so you're going to ask yourself, as someone who makes $521 an hour, how do I spend my days? Okay. What am I doing? All right. So that's the first formula. And that's actually really tricky. That's a really good, that living now from the future, from like where you want to be instead of where you are now, that is That's golden, so write that down. The next thing that you want to do is you want to create 2 lists, all right? 2 lists, and I like doing it. I'll write it, I'll kind of show you here. I like just drawing one simple line, the bottom, from top to bottom on a piece of paper, just like that. And on the right side of the list, you're going to write down everything that you spend your time doing in one day, in a week, everything. So if you wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and you make coffee, you go walk the dog, you spend 30 minutes on your Peloton, then you go take a shower, then you put in a load of laundry, then you make breakfast. I want you to write all of that down, and I want you to write down how long it usually takes you to do this, okay? So write down exactly how long, everything that you do on a daily basis during the week. And I'm not saying that this is all done in a matter of 15 minutes. It's not. The first time I ever did it, I think it actually took me a good week to organize my schedule. It's a whole system, and I can only go through some of it, but I'm going to try to go through as much as I think is going to give you the highest impact. But just if you get to this piece, oh my God, you're going to gain back 5 hours, I promise. So you're going to write down everything, and then everything that you do on the right side. And then I want you to write these questions down. And these are 3 filters that you're going to be using, okay? The first question is, do I love it? Do I get paid really well to do it? And is it easy, like a log rolling off a log, okay? So the dog, do I love walking the dog? If the answer is yes, awesome. Is it easy? And does somebody pay me really well to do it? All right? Now, your goal, if you can say yes to each one of those things that you wrote down on the right side of your paper, then you're going to transfer that piece of thing, or that thing that you do, to the left side of so you're going to go, it's going to go from here, whatever it was that you did, let's just say it went through all the filters, can't see it, through all the filters, and it's going to go here, okay? And so that's what you're going to do. You're going to discern. Your goal is to focus your time only on the things that are on the left side of your paper instead of the right side of your paper, okay? So I know you're probably like nodding like, Marielle, what are you smoking? Who does this, right? Like, how it's not that simple. I know it's not that simple, but I promise you that you are absolutely doing things right now that you could easily outsource or redesign. And I'm going to teach you how to do that. And that's how you're going to buy your time back. Now, I love doing this with my clients because when I start working with someone one-on-one, one of the biggest struggles that they usually have is managing their time and finding time to work on their business instead of just working in their business. So working in our business basically means that we are wearing the hat of an admin, and all of us do it. Listen, we are transformational leaders are, for the most part, solopreneurs. So that's a given. I'm not telling you anything new there. So so what you need to do, like, instead of just doing laundry, dishes, going back and forth with someone on Facebook, sending out some emails to people for random reasons. Like, there's so much that we do in our business. I used to keep myself busy all the time just to feel a little bit less anxiety and like I was moving forward in my business, but I really wasn't, because I wasn't using my time in the things in the zone of brilliance, in my things that were in my zone of genius. Instead, I was just kind of using my time doing things like designing a logo or designing a page, when in reality, none of those things, I didn't love them. I didn't get paid well for doing those specific things, and they weren't that easy. Those were things that I could have easily given to somebody else that actually loves it, gets paid well to do it, and is easy for them. Okay, so if you have money coming in and you can invest in redesigning the things that are still on the right side of your paper, do it. It's nowadays, it's so awesome. Like if you have the apps such as Fiverr, that's an awesome app. I outsource a ton of things to Fiverr sometimes. If you have an admin, I actually just met someone who found an admin, I think in, I don't know, in another country. I want to say Cambodia, not Cambodia. I don't remember. Philippines. The Philippines. She actually found an admin in a virtual assistant in the Philippines for like $3 a day. I don't remember, something ridiculous. But what's cool about this here is that for her virtual assistant, it was a lot of money, so it's like it works for her and it works for her virtual assistant. So it's like you're meeting the needs of someone in the world, and someone in the world is meeting your need. Okay, so everything that is on your right-hand side, you're either going to redesign, or you're going to outsource, or you're going to scratch it off all together. Okay, so let's just say that that doing drop-off for the kids is still on there, and you're going to be honest, and you really don't love doing it because you are at the peak of your creativity in the morning, and just going and dropping them off takes a whole 30 minutes and it takes you off track. Okay, so you really don't love it. You're not getting paid well for it, and it's easy, but whatever. So that's one of the things that you would want to redesign. Okay, so now is the time for you to actually think, okay, what can I do to redesign this item? Okay, you can carpool, you can call your friends, you can, even if it takes you 30 minutes to get in the car, go, come back, even if you just did it twice a week that you carpooled or did that, that's already about 1 hour that you gained back. So I want you to see how this works, okay? So that's an example of redesigning a task that you didn't have to spend any extra money on, all right? How about laundry? Laundry for me was always something that, I hate to do. So do I love it? No. Does it pay me well? Hell no. Is it easy? It's all right. It's not, I hate folding. So you know what? Every Sunday I had to fold, and I hated it, and I just dreaded it. And so what I did is I said, okay, well, I'm going to outsource that. So I asked my amazing lady that comes and helps me. I'm like, listen, can I pay you this much, and everything will be done. You'll just have to fold and put away. Done. Okay, best investment of my life. What I did is I just got back about an hour and a half every week. So there. So if you just did the drop-off thing and that, you've already got 2 hours, 2.5 hours back in your week. So I'm not going to go through this full thing because I want to get you 5 hours. So just keep doing that. Keep doing that. That should take you about a day, 2 days, because if you're going to be redesigning a lot of things, you're going to have to use your creativity, and you're going to have some courageous conversations with the hubby. Okay. The next thing, and actually, so that was my fourth secret. So the first secret, just so you know what your hourly rate is. Once you have all the things, let's just say you come up with 10 different things on the left side of your schedule, and those are all things that you love, that you get paid well to do, and that are easy for you. The next thing, you're going to go take it one step further. You're going to say, okay, is this worth, my time is worth, this item takes me 1 hour, but my time is worth $521. Is there a way I can pay somebody else that less than that, they can do it, and instead I go and spend my time doing something that's going to make me $521. So I want you to listen to what I just said. Okay, so if your time is worth $521 and this item can get done by somebody that charges $55, okay, I want you to notice the balance there. So what you do with those extra hours that you free up is you spend that time on marketing. And marketing gets you clients. And marketing is that is the one thing that on the calendar when I coach with my clients that I do not let them take off, scratch off. Marketing is marketing is marketing, and you have to learn how to do it. Sales and marketing are non-negotiable if you're working with me, because those are things that are actually going to make you money. All right. And I always say, we want to free up some time here. All right. Since we're doing this on Facebook Live, I got, my internet got weak or something happened and I got disconnected. I was almost done with the class though. And I was just saying how once you have your list, then, and you know how much your time is worth, you want to outsource anything that you can't do yourself, that you can't, that's really not worth your time. So if your time is worth $521 and you're doing something on your to-do list that could be paid, that you could pay $15 for to someone else, then you're going to outsource that and you're going to free up that time. And ideally, like what I was saying is, if you're working with me, then I am telling you that time is going to be your marketing time, because that is money making time. Okay. And I love money and you love money and we all want more money, right? Okay. So you're going to take that hour, that extra 30 minutes or whatever to focus on your marketing. So what are some things that you can, that count as marketing for me? Sending out emails, reaching out to people, creating your content for your marketing. That's huge. Content creation, and I can go through that in another day. Content creation is so important. It's not one of those things that you do to get a return on your investment right away, but it's something that once you start creating it, it takes on a life of its own, and it definitely has a return on your investment, okay? So that's pretty much it. The 5 secrets that I shared with you today so that you could hack your schedule and actually gain 5 extra hours back. If you're serious about it, you can absolutely do it. You can absolutely do it. So know your hourly rate, how much your value is. Write down the 2 lists, the list of everything that you're doing, and transfer only the items that go through secret number 3, the 3 filters. Do you love it? Does it pay you well? And is it as easy as a log rolling off a log? Something that's not worth my time, for example, that I outsource is certain technical pieces to my business. I just don't have the energy in my mind to figure out a lot of technical stuff, so I usually outsource it. So that's an example. Even though I love it, even though doing it actually pays me well, it's just not easy. It's too many brain calories. Number 4, outsource and redesign. Redesigning something is so awesome. It does take some brain calories, but it's possible. Sometimes you're going to have some courageous conversations with the hubs, but hey, that's good. That's actually personal development. And number 5, work from a list. Work from a list and only do the things that you are focused on and that are on that list. If you do that, I promise you can work 20 hours a week. You can work between drop off and pick up, which is about 5 hours for me. So 25 hours and take off a day and do everything that you need to do. You just have to get really, really organized with your time. Okay. So I hope you found this super awesome and super easy. And I would love to hear from you. Anybody on here, what are you taking off your list? What is it that you're actually scratching off and that you didn't realize? I had so many of those things, like laundry, doing my dishes, like little things around the house that I was just like, no, that's not even in my zone of genius. The things that you actually keep on your list, on the left side of your list, are the things that are actually in your zone of genius, okay? So when you love something, when someone pays you well to do it, and it's easy because it feels so fun, like I love what I do. It's like fun for me. That's because they're things that are in your zone of genius, okay? And that's what you need to keep on there. All right, so if you missed any of this, go ahead and go back to part 1. I will make sure I label it on there. And then what I'm gonna outsource is I'm gonna have someone download these videos, put them together as one single video, and I'm gonna have him upload it to YouTube, okay? So if you're on YouTube and you're watching me for the first time, Hello, my name is Marielle. I am the founder of Solidify, creator of Solidify Your Business and the Selfish Path to Abundance. And I teach these Wisdom Wednesdays every Wednesday in my free Facebook group, The Selfish Society. So next week, I'm going to talk about, actually talk about how to know if you have the right offer in the market. This was so hard for me to figure out for the longest time, but I don't want it. It doesn't have to be hard for you, okay? So I will see you next week, next Wednesday. And now I am going to, we're launching, today's the very first day of the Selfish Path to Abundance. So I'm taking a whole group through that, and I'm really excited. So I'm going to go get prepared for that. And that's it. All right, guys, all my love to you. Peace out.